Greetings and salutations. We're back. It's time for Death House. Just like I promised, mere moments ago. We're walking into a quick Death House. I mentioned to somebody, some dear viewer, a couple of days ago, something, that Tobrel actually hates the DM voice in this quest, and it actually creeps him out, and the music and everything. All the sounds are on and up. We should be able to hear them.
Small, distant voices spring from nowhere. We're so hungry. Find us.
And it definitely can be creepy for old nerds that have too much imagination. I would agree, Zapaxes. That's what I'm going to call you, Zapaxes. The quest, you definitely want to take some time and not zerg through it once or twice. But then once you kind of get the hang of it, which is what I'm trying to show people, it's a nice quest for just kind of moving through.
We're tired. We want to rest now. You found the secret door.
You've been a closet nerd for many years. Feel that.
Beyond the secret door, a dusty stairway leads down into darkness.
How dare they ambush us? Dare they ambush us with disembodied hands? Right, unfortunately, we left our healer behind. I don't think we have a second one on us except for Ellery, so we're just going to have Ellery heal us up here for a minute. Again, the reason why I highly recommend everyone considers going over to the DDO.com, looking for the DDO marketplace and picking up the starter pack is that Ellery is just such a great bargain. Please leave her alone. No, they're going to kill her. Stupid Flameborn sword champion. We could have ran downstairs and Ellery wouldn't have died, but then we would have had mobs on our tail. So we'll just raise her instead, it's fine. Yeah, the voices definitely add a creep level to it that you otherwise don't get, for sure. I said they should be on loud enough that everyone should hear them as long as I'm not talking over the top of them. Just kind of tweak everything just a little bit louder here. Like let's see, we're running into like probably 60% from desktop audio, so it should be close enough that it comes out there. Oh yeah, it's a very creepy quest. For sure. Again, Ellery here is basically the equivalent of drinking a mana potion, except you get all the healing points out of it. Instead of just some of the hit points. So basically it's just a super efficient way to drink a potion. Alright, so we're going to go forward, and we're going to show people how to do the quest efficiently. And then if we get an opportunity to like show off optionals and stuff that makes sense, we'll do that. Otherwise, we're just going to carry through the quest, basically in the way that I normally run the quest, basically. So again, we're going to make a hot fire. Just bite in it. Fire hot. Now you'll notice a couple of control panels here for traps. You don't have to disable both of them to not have to worry about the trap. You only need to do one of them to deal with, like, for the trap not to spring. But I like to do them both because I like to get the experience if at all possible. And it is, if you found the traps, it probably means you can disable them. Okay, spiders. So web doesn't do us any good here since we're fighting spiders. I feel like my spider web are infinitely more sticky than their spider webs, but no, the DM won't go for that. Oh, we got a Fear Reaper in one of these cubbies. Also, when you move into level 10 quests, the Reapers seem to step it up a notch. So keep that in mind. Tentacles, yeah, I'm a wizard. I prefer wizards, but tentacles are a fair option if you have blah 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 blah. If you happen to be a warlock. All right, so we cleared out the spiders. We pulled that lever. Now we're gonna head to the plaque here and lay the bones down.
You gently place the bones inside the coffins.
Much better.
The distant voice seems pleased.
We can rest here once you get rid of the monster in the basement.
There we go. Keep our eyes open here. This we have this shrine. There's a oh man. Okay, we have to get this Reaper. So there's a collectible over here, but the collectible is surrounded by like disembodied arms. So again, just like before, since we know it's coming, we can get it back up. I guess it's first Strahd zombies and then disembodied arms. I'm Mob by Ed. Our third and last lever is right here. So what I like to do is I like to get my hit points all the way full, and then if my NPC needs a shrine, I like to make sure that they get a shrine on. Let's see. Resurrection, rest. Go shrine, please. Nope, go shrine. So run around and click all the notes. Optionals are not the kind of optionals that I normally worry about explaining to people. But there's a series of notes that you can wander around and find. I don't know where they all are. A handful of them are really easy to come by, like those last two for sure. For example, and I think there's 5. But if you are interested in that kind of information, like where they happen to be in the map and stuff like that, DDO Wiki is an amazing resource for things like that. They're really good at finding all those things and putting them on the map for you. The base behind the bed is a secret door with a chesticle. Just a junk chest. Nothing crazy. Alright, so now when we get to this table out here, there'll be like a couple of spawn, like ghost spawns. There they are. Race. Forsaken race. We don't want to get too carried away walking backwards. The intersection of now in front of us, where we want to go, is trapped. So we want to kind of split the line here. Man, what on earth do we do to get all this extra trash to come get us today? Alright, so we have a control panel here on this side, and we have a control panel over there. Again, as you can tell, and as I mentioned before, you only have to get one. Oh man, we have 3 Reapers around that corner. That's fair. Thank you, DDO. I did mention that DDO likes to step things up in the Reaper department once you move into level 10 quests, right? Did say that? I feel like I said that. Do I have auto search on this character? Yes, I do. I am an inquisitive, and so I have the auto search running. I find it to be a worthwhile investment fairly often. We want to continue to use our maximum fire DPS here. Alright, when we move a little bit forward, we're going to get a bunch of skeletons to spawn. We're going to cast a web and set them all on fire, as is our way of our people. It's actually very low on the Inquisitive tree. It's this one right here, Mine Like Iron. So you need to be level 6. And I think it's like 10 points in the tree. So even if you're not doing a crossbow build, you can actually get there pretty easily with like eye for accuracy. You might have to go ahead and take like dual shooter or a bunch of points in Inquisitive skills. Then you can take like wand and scroll mastery and skill boost, but you can get up there if even if you're not a crossbow build. And then you honestly you just need search if you're an Inquisitive. If you're one of the Elven races has an auto search feature, but the Elven races you have to have both search and spot. But the Inquisitive is only intelligence. So I like to send my hireling down this big long hallway to pull that lever so I can just summon it back and I don't have to fight all these spiders. You're pleased I call them skeletons too? Well, that's what they are. They're skeletons. I don't know what else we'd call them. Yeah, elves have the auto search, but the elves auto search is based off of. See, there's a third note. So there's like 3 of the 5 notes.
Down the hallway.
But you have to have both search and spot for the.
He is the ancient.
For
He is the land. The ghostly chant suddenly changes. One must die. One must die.
For to auto search out the for the racial. So if you're low on points, you can actually get away with just auto searching out, as an Inquisitive would just search. Alright, so that's Death House. Pretty simple. One of the things that comes from Death House that's actually extremely useful is a key lock ring. Plus one item that has plus 12 to all of your different rogue skills is super great. Alright, so if you're interested in getting creeped out, that is the second quest over here in Barovia. And I hope that you take some time and get a little creepy. Again, explore the ins and outs of that quest in detail just one time. I think you'll really like it at least one time. And all these quests are really good in Ravenloft, in my opinion. Some of them are not as much fun, but they're all really good. Right, don't forget to smash that like button. I really do appreciate it, and I do read all your comments. So please feel free to leave some of those. I do appreciate it. We'll see you again real soon. Toodles!